Well, you don't have to cheer for it if you don't want to. We're not sure yet. I mean, why would you? You don't know him. Is he a good guy? Who knows? But for the last several Chicago and radius of Chicago shows, I haven't played this song, and it's a song I wrote for him, and I've laid off of it because I didn't want to embarrass him because he's newly engaged, and I don't know which of his in-laws. Again, maybe you're divorced and you're like, marriage sucks. I'm not asking you to cheer for things you don't know about, but I'm just kind of setting up the context for this next song and what I'm about to say to you. What do we have? Is it they're young people here, or what's? They're right? Okay, all right, that's cool. I'm just gauging which of the stories about him I'm going to tell you. And I'm going to have just probably one, maybe two stories tonight. I'm going to tell you in a way that's going to require your attention, because when we have a diverse demographic at the concert, I just want to tell you these stories, but I don't want to scar your kids. Okay? So here's how this goes. I'm not going to tell you, there was a mishap with a mistaken identity of an adult toy situation that happened, and my brother. I'm not going to tell that story right now. It did happen though, and sometimes I have to pinch myself because as a storyteller and a songwriter, I just can't believe that my brother keeps generating stories that do this. But I'm going to tell you a story about his now fiance. So she hung with him, but basically when they first started dating, I ran into my brother. It was holidays, and I said, "What's going on? How are you?" And he said, "Oh, I met this woman. I'm really, I'm really excited about it. I think she could really be the one." I said, "That's great." And I said, "Do you have anything I could use in my show? Because it's been a while, and And he said, "Oh, sorry, man." He was like, "Well, one thing did happen." I was like, "Give it to me. Come on." So he starts talking to me about one of their first early dates, and he's like, he goes over her house. I know he's here, I'm sorry. We'll talk about it after the show. But he goes over her house, and he goes to the bathroom, and because he's just, weird and creepy, she has one of these little baskets on the back of the toilet that keeps all the sundries and things, and he's basically just in there rooting around, like let's get to know this girl. What's in the medicine cabinet? So he goes in there, and he finds a little nose hair trimmer, and proceeds to trim his nose up. Nose hair, I know, right? Who would marry this guy? And so while he's trimming up his nose hair, though, it slips out of his hands and it drops into the toilet somehow. I don't totally get the logistics of it. And when I saw him the other night in Chicago, I'm like, this all happen, right? And he's like, "Yeah." I was like, "This is amazing. This is so, thank you. So he drops it in there, and because it's Chicago, there's old pipes and everything, and so it gets clogged. So meanwhile, she's just waiting for him to come back out of the bathroom. He's in there, total Steve Carell, I don't know, just mishap city. And eventually they had to call a plumber and everything to sort the whole situation out. And I'm telling you, this is by far the most benign of the stories I could tell you right now. But I'm so thankful that he's given me so many for so many years. So this is a song about all this stuff that I hoped he wouldn't get him, the scrapes I didn't want him to get himself into. It was all the mistakes I'd made. I wrote it for him when he left for college, and there's nothing about adult toys or nose hair trimmers in here, but it is a song written for a person who I love very much. Thank you both so much. Well, it's hard to live in front of the world. There's only so much that you can pretend. Write down what it is you're thinking. Take each day as it comes. You never know what's hanging around the bend. from the world as we get. I can swear that the two of us will always be the same, and figure out what it is you believe in. And if you must choose, try not to trade your fortune in for fame, and you'll learn, learn, learn. You wait your turn, 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 and you get sick on the way by the things that people say. It'll break your heart against the wind, but you will just keep breathing in. Well, if you're scared to live in front of the world, I got news for you. You should be there. When your confidence gets low and you got nowhere to go, just remember how you felt about me and our friends, and we'll learn, learn, learn. Take our turn, turn, turn. Oh, and we'll get sick on the way by the things that people say. It'll break our hearts against the wind. We will just keep breathing in. Watch the way you fall in love. If you're smart, you take it slow. Don't ask me about it, 'cause I don't know. I don't know, no, no. But I'm trying to learn, learn, learn. And I will take my turn, turn, turn. Oh, and I get sick on the way by the things that people say.